Jai Guru. Question. It has only been a couple of months since Nam initiation, but it seems like I have been with the lineage for eons. A lifetime of seeking, coupled with recent health challenges and Nam initiation, resulted in what can be characterized as the perfect storm. I feel disinterested and disengaged from work and daily living. I have minimal attraction towards life's pleasures. The thought of retiring early is attractive, but I feel guilty about it. In positive terms, I cannot resist to answer the call of the divine any longer. Answer. The lack of interest in worldly things is very common. Just self-inquire about the guilty feeling. Who is feeling guilty? Remember that there is no I, no separate individual. In reality, therefore, there is no one there to feel anything. Here, what you are acknowledging is the truth about where you are and the strong pull that is drawing you deeper and deeper so that you can know your true nature. Forget about the concept of guilt. What is really happening is what you clearly state in your own words, that you cannot resist the call of the divine any longer. And that is a wonderful space to be in. Spiritually speaking, there is nothing to stop you from following your heart's longing for truth, wholeness and peace, for wishing to return home to the place you never left. You must be true to yourself. If you are in the position to retire early in order to totally surrender to the journey, then there is nothing standing in your way. Don't delay. Your time is now. None of us know how much time we have left in the body. Therefore, we cannot take anything for granted. And you know more than most how important it is to wake up from the dream as soon as possible. It is up to you to make it your last dream. The place you find yourself in is a beautiful one. You are ripe to finish the journey. Question. Can you give me some clarification on these 3 points, please? 1. When reciting the Nam mantra, do I have to remember and feel the meaning of the mantra, or just focus on the sound, the vibration of the mantra? 2. What are some signposts to validate or confirm that I am making progress? 3. You mentioned that the cocktail Maharaj prescribes consists of reciting the Nam, singing bhajans, absorbing the knowledge and remembrance of our true nature 24/7, but one step at a time. How will I know when to take the next step? Answer. 1. In the beginning, it is enough to focus on the sound vibration. Later on, you can dwell more on the meaning. 2. Signposts would be fewer thoughts, a quieter mind, being less reactive, more peace and less stress around. 3. Stay focused on reciting the Nam mantra at least for the first few months, and then you can begin to integrate it with the practice of self-inquiry, bhajans, etc. Question. I have diligently followed the guidelines of 2-hour meditation and try my best to remember it outside of the meditation. I fall asleep and wake up with the Nam. I am also keeping a journal to track and document the meditation sessions, as I find the mind is so tricky. I tend to forget what actually transpired. During the meditation, I find myself completing a to-do list, a trip down memory lane, some emotionally charged event, and some mundane stuff. Answer. The process you're undergoing is the purification or clearing out process, where everything can rise up in the mind in a chaotic fashion. So, although you may find it annoying, know that the Nam mantra is doing its job, emptying you of all the illusory concepts, experiences, attachments, sense, and nonsense, if you like. After this clear out, the mind will be quieter, and therefore a space will open up for your true nature to emerge. Some find the practice monotonous and boring, but we need this hammering, this repetition to absorb the truth that we are. I am Brahman, Brahman I am. It has taken us a lifetime to build this pseudo-identity and be conditioned and brainwashed. So now it is time to decondition and brainwash us with truth. Be disciplined and carry on as you are doing. Question. When Maharaj uses the word conviction, does he mean realization, directly experiencing the truth that I am Brahman? Answer. When Maharaj uses the word conviction, he means knowing that you are that. It is a direct knowing of your reality, a firm conviction. First of all, the conviction is worked at intellectually. We are convinced by the knowledge we are absorbing, and we are convincing ourselves with the aid of the Nam mantra. But the final conviction arises spontaneously, and then it never leaves. It is established, an unequivocal certainty of knowing that you are Brahman. Question. Could you clarify, apart from selfless self, there is no Atman, no Brahman, etc.? Answer. Many seekers think or believe that Atman, Brahman, or the reality, that reality is separate from them. When Maharaj emphasizes that there is nothing except selfless self, he means that you are that selfless self, Atman or Brahman, that nothing exists apart from your reality, apart from the reality that you are. Everything is within you. There is nothing else, nothing more, nothing apart from the reality that you are. Question. A few years ago, I was going to contact you, but I didn't. And now I know why I had to wait before seeing you and being initiated. This time I felt called. It was a divine call that brought me here. Looking back, I wasn't ripe, but this time so much has happened that I can't explain. All I know is that at last I have found what I was looking for. Answer. You mentioned that a few years ago you had many doubts. These doubts would have prevented you from having complete faith in the teachings, the masters, and the Nama mantra. Whereas now you are able to accept everything with complete faith and most importantly, the value and importance of the Nam mantra. You said that the experiences I wrote about with the Master in Timeless Years book, you are now going through similar ones. This is wonderful. Keep digging deeper and stay in touch. Jai Guru.